All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm pleased to see you again. Okay, according to the timetable, we start at 1 p.m. But just few people already launching. Then we can wait for a couple minutes more. Okay, and then we start at the 10 past 1. Another 2 minutes for people to comes in. Okay. Okay, it's the 10 past 1 now. Okay, hello, can you hear me? Mr. Dad, my dad, hello.
Yes.
Good, all right. Okay, again, good afternoon, everyone. I'm very pleased to see you again. And perhaps today is the last day of the course. We see each other and we can so we can discuss freely. Okay. If any time if you want to you want me to speak in Vietnamese, then I can switch to the Vietnamese mode. Okay. All right. Then according to the list, we got 19 people, and we have another 10 people more. But anyway, time is already up, then we should start. Okay. Now, I would like to introduce about the test format first. Okay, the format of the test, and here we need to discuss, right? Right. Sorry, I'm recently some people burn out a lot of things. So I preach a lot of smoking or lungs and I got coughing. But anyway, it's okay. Now, the final exam, okay, is account for 60% of the total mark. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, it accounts for 60% of the total marks. Then, as I said, it's very critical for you. Okay, and you should do it as actually excellent as you can. And in order to do that, and we are sitting here for today, okay, for that purpose. And if anyone don't have time to sit for the revision, and they can do on their own, okay? That's all right. Now, we talk about the format of the final exam. The format of the final exam, so we have three different parts. The first one we call true false questions, and plus with the MCQs, right? Multiple choice questions, so it will count for 60%. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So we got 10 true or false questions. Okay. And then we got the MCQs, multiple choice questions. All right. And the last part, it is the essays and understanding the context. Okay, this is the example. Okay, it may not the real one. Okay. Now, essay and understanding the context require you to write the we call a argument essays. Okay, you make an argument for that. So according to the argumentative essay, I think that we have the opening the discussion and analysis, and you make the conclusion after that. Okay. For example, imagine that you are the manager of a lawn care service. Okay. Specifically describe how you would like or how you would use the four functions of the management to run the services for the next week. Okay, so we have to write the essay about this one. So we need to state what is the purpose of the essay, and after that you have to analyze that with supporting the evidence. And then the final one, you have to conclude. Okay. Now imagine that you are the managers of the lawn care service. Okay. There are managers. You have to describe how you will use the four functions of management to run the service for the next week. Now, lawn care service. Okay. So what is a lawn care service? So you have to understand the concepts first. Okay, then you state, okay, if I am a manager, or if I was a manager of a lawn care service, I would like to use four functions: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, to make maximum benefits of the my company or whatever. Now, in order to do this, the first one, the second, and the next one, okay, and the conclusion, okay. So you have to restate the purpose again, okay, and then again. In order to achieve the highest profits for my organization, four functions need to be implemented precisely or successfully, and whatever you want to make it, okay. That you have to apply the four functions. Now, first you have to plan for what? The second one, organizing what? And leading, what you need to do. And controlling, what you need to control. the standards or whatever. Okay, so that's what we call essay, argumentative essay or argument essay. That's okay, whatever you call. Okay, then you have to understand the context for that. Okay, then that is what we would like you to perform at the final exam. Okay, right. So it is a closed exam. Okay, it means that you are not allowed to use any materials for the exam. Okay, it's closed exam. Okay, university confirm me. Okay, this is a closed exam. Okay, so please inform students about this. Okay, all right. So it is a closed exam. Okay, so you check your understanding about the concepts and how you apply them in reality. All right. Is that clear to everyone? Quang Hưng, hello.
Yes.
Okay, it clears about the format of the test. Okay, the exam format. That's okay. Clear. Right. Okay. Right. Now, then after today, okay, I will send you this one, the principle of the management, or the key things I summarize in here. Okay, we summarize from the 800 or 700 pages, the principle of management, and down to 57 pages for you. Okay, it's also like the book, a team book, not to 6, but it's okay. It's about 57 pages. Okay, so I will upload this one onto the Google Classroom, and you can download it and you can start studying about this. Okay, start studying about all the key concepts in here. That's the summary of everything in the book. Okay, actually, we summarize a lot, not only for the what we have learned, and we supplement you with another concept as well. Okay, counseling, motivation. Okay, right. So we have a lot of model of the motivation as well, and you can see here. It's very useful for you, okay, to summarize the whole subject in the 57 pages. And I will start showing this slide and emphasize on what is going to be for the test. Okay, and then when you have this one, then try to understand them. Okay, don't memorize them, just understand. Okay, that's why I always say like my lecture, not lection. Okay, lection sometimes you learn, you memorize them. Lectures means you try to understand them. I give you a lecture. Okay, okay. I conduct a lecture, and you have a lesson. Okay. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to ask before we start? Hello? Is there anything you'd like to ask before we start? And I'll ask you during the revision, okay? So be prepared, okay? I will ask you, okay, to make sure you understand about the concepts, and you can pass the exam easily, okay? If you understand the concept and see today revision, okay? Is that anything you'd like to ask? Nguyễn Linh, hello. Linh Nguyễn hay Linh Nguyễn Linh, hello. Can hear from you. Minh Hiển, hello. Hello Minh Hiển. You not there? Hả? Phi Tưởng, hello.
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Is there anything you would like to ask? Anything you'd like to discuss before we start? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So what is this? That's okay. That's okay. You not clear about what I say anyway. Mr. Viet, hello. Yes. Is there anything you would like to ask? Ask any questions? Yes or no? No. You don't have any question? Okay. Anyway, that's okay. Now, if you do not have any question, then we can start our revision. Okay. Now, I just want to focus on what we are going to be asked. Okay, for the exam. Okay. Now, the first one is a definition of the organization. Okay. Now, we study management, which is how can we manage the organization. So if you don't know and you don't know about the organization, then how can you manage them, or how can you manage it? Okay. So this is the first concept for the management subject. Okay. Now, organization is a group of people, okay, who work together to achieve some specific purpose. That is a very basic, short, concise definition. Okay. So it have some people actually greater than or equal to 2. Okay, and they can working together and to achieve the specific purpose or the common goals. Okay, or the common goals. That is the organization. All right. So an organization, sometimes we have 2 people. That's also make up the organization. More than 2, even 1,000, 10,000, or even 100,000 employees. That's okay. So we have no limit. Okay, no limitation for the size of the organization. We got a small enterprise, medium enterprise, and the large enterprise. So we got SME, right? Small and medium enterprise, large enterprise. Okay. Then the organization is comprised of 2 or more people. They are working together, okay, to achieve the common purpose or the specific purpose. Very clear and concise concept. So everyone should explain it. Okay. Now, the second definition, it is management. I require you 100% can explain this concept, because during the test we will ask you many times for this one. If you don't understand this one clearly, then you will pick up, or you may pick up wrongly. Okay. All right. So what is a management? Okay, what is a management? All right. So the management is the pursuit of the organization goal. Okay, efficiently and effectively by integrating the work of people through the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling the organizational resources. Okay, now the keywords are, of course, efficiently and effectively. And of course, we have the goals and we got the planning, organizing, and controlling the organization resources. Okay. Now, in order for you to understand this one deeper, then we have to explore a little bit further. Okay. Goals of organization. Goals. So each organization have different goals. Okay. So later on, we study about 3 different types of the organization: for profits, not for profits, and mutual benefits, for example. So they have different goals. But whatever goals that the organization would like to achieve, and they have to follow that efficiently and effectively. Okay, by what? Integrating the work of people to planning, organizing, leading, and controlling the organization resources. Okay, efficiently. So what does this mean for the efficiently? Efficiently means that you save the cost with less effort, and then you have the higher outputs over the inputs. That's the example. Okay. All right. So let's say when we were studying, we got 2 managers. They are managing 2 different organizations, but they had the same goals with 100,000 US dollars, for example. At the end of the month, all right, so 2 organizations, they reach 100,000 US dollars. But however, all right, the manager in company A, they spend 50,000 US dollars to achieve 100,000. The second organization, they spend 70,000 US dollars to achieve 100,000. Then we can say the manager A, okay, in company A have better management than the manager in company B because he operates the organization more efficiently than company B. Okay, so the management depends on the goals, depends on the efficiently, effectively, and the how can you plan, how can you organize, how can you lead, and how can you control the organization resources. Okay. Then the effectively, now you get what you want. Okay. All right. 100,000 US dollars means that effectively you get it. Okay. In the end, you manage it, okay, effectively. It means that in the end you got what you want. All right, successful. All right, so the management focus on 2 major things: efficiently, efficiently and effectively. Okay, save costs, get what we want. We spend less and we get more. Okay, that is the management. Later on in your life, you work in one company and you make more money than the previous managers, then he said you are the most successful, okay, manager in the history, okay, in history. Uh, um, so I got the notice from Zoom. It said that we have another 10 minutes to be expired, and avoid being interrupted. So can we log out and we log in again with my Zoom ID and passwords? Okay. Hello. Anyone can respond to my question? Hello. Mr. Tưởng, hello. Oh, hello. Can we change to another class? The Zoom ID. Can we? Because I got the notification from this one. We have another 8 minutes to finish the section.
Yes.
Okay. And you go to my Zoom number. Okay. So I will provide you with the Zoom number. Can't remember that one. But I will send to Mrs. Chang, okay, and Miss Chang will provide you with that one. And previously we got the here 946. Okay, I'll try this one on the message box. Then you copy it down. Okay, this one down. The ID is 946 512 7H27. Actually, I'm not sure my ID also going to be expired too. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The first one is the ID, and the second one is the passwords. Okay. Because we are going to be knocked out by the Zoom. Okay. Can you please write this one down? And until we finish this one, when we are being locked out, and we log in with this ID and passwords. Okay, is that clear?
Okay. Yes.
All right. We continue until we have been we will be locked out by the Zoom provider. Okay. All right, so the rewards of studying management, that's okay. Just forget about this. We know it anyway. All right, then apply you to understand the 4 functions of the management, okay? So the planning phrases, okay, or we call phases, also said. So what is the planning? Okay, we have to set up the goals. And then we decide how to achieve the goals. Okay, all right. We set up 100,000 US dollars. All right, and then how can we achieve that? And that's what we make the plan to achieve this one. Because in the future we are not sure whether we can achieve this one. Then we have to make up the plan. Okay. Organizing means we have to arrange the people and arrange the tasks and other resources to accomplish the work, right? So in order to achieve 100,000, we have to have how many people, the question, and we need to have how many tasks and what kind of resources for us in order to implement, okay? All right, so that is organizing. And after you identify the number of people, identify the number of tasks, identify the resources, then we start putting into the operation. All right. So we assign people to do it and we motivate them. Okay. Encourage them to do it. Direct them to do it. Okay. So we start putting into the action. Okay. And influence people to work hard and achieve the organizational goals. Okay, and after they putting into the action, then we need to control. Okay, whether they do as we plan or not. Okay, all right. So we have to monitor the performance. So how can we monitor the performance? So we have to set up the standards. Okay, so the standards. Standards here, if we prefer is a number. For example, 100,000. It's easy for us to measure, easy for us to make a reference. Okay. And if you can get that one, so we have to take the corrective action. Okay, we have to do whatever we want in order for the employee to make 100,000. Okay, so the four functions they are very important for managers to manage the organization successfully. We go effectively and efficiently. Okay. And here is also very important for you in order to pass the exam. Okay, so the question is how many levels of the management? So the question to answer is the 4 levels. Okay, so in that they said that how many levels of management? They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which one you choose? So we have to understand the levels of the management. Okay. So in this one, we have 4 levels of management, but actually we have 3 levels for the managers and 1 level for the employees or for the workers. All right. And another question will ask you about the non-managerial personnel, and they said that people who don't have to look over other or oversee the other people work is who? Top manager, middle manager, first line manager, or non-managerial personnel. So we have to pick up this one is the correct one because the managerial personnel they don't have to look over other people's job. They only focus on their job. But this one, top manager have to monitor or supervise the middle managers. Keep an eye on the middle managers, okay, if they are doing the correct thing or not. And the middle manager have to keep an eye on the first line managers to see if they are performing well or not and take the corrective action. And also the first line managers have to keep an eye on the managerial personnel to make sure that they are doing what we want. Okay, only this one they don't have to look over other people's job. But this one, and this one have to take have to keep an eye on other people on what they are doing. Okay, so here we have different questions. Only for this one, we have 7 questions for this one. Actually, 7 questions. Okay, so another question they may ask about the number of people. They say that in organization, which level have the larger number of people? Then we have to say that in the non-managerial personnel, at the bottom level, the larger number of people they are working there. Top manager, perhaps 2 people. Middle manager in organization, we have 5 departments. For example, we have 5 people. Okay, in the group work, we have 10 groups. So we got 10 group leaders. Okay, but in the organization here, we have 200 employees, for example. All right, then this one, so we have the most people than the organization. Okay, and another question may ask